the wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha in the 5th chapter talks about how Jacob, how the heathen is going to be amazed and confounded when they realize that the so-called black man is that chosen line. You know, in the 5th chapter, I'm getting ready to read some verses here. You know, it's going to be amazing. You aren't going to be able to comprehend it, and you're going to be in anguish and dismay and shock. How could it be that this so-called black man who's been terrorized over here for 400 years and all over the earth, really, in the four corners of the earth, how could it be? Let's read about it. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. You know, where was that? Where was that 40 acres and a mule? You know, where are the reparations? You know, you gave all these reparations and all this special treatment and a whole country to these Khazars over in Israel, but no reparations for the people who built up your country? You made no account of his labors. You know, he built this place up. Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. Now, right, because the black man is a proverb and a byword all throughout the earth. You know, he's hated everywhere. He's hated most thoroughly and most completely over here in the United States of America, but he's hated all over the earth. He's a proverb and a byword in the earth. He's despised. Name another race of people that's more despised. Honestly. Name it. You know? And don't say Muslim, because Muslim is not a race of a people. Muslim is an ideology and a false religion. It says that in Deuteronomy 28 and 37, talking about the Israelites and their disobedience and what was going to come on them. So I'll read that verse here and get back into the wisdom of Solomon here in just a second. Deuteronomy 28:37, thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. They've been led captive into all nations, the words of Christ in Luke, and they have become a byword. You know, they've been in derision. This guy right here, this guy, these people in the ghettos, these people that can't get decent jobs, you know, these so-called thugs, when by the way, you guys are, you know, you Edomites are the biggest thugs in the earth. It doesn't matter how many uniforms you put on or how polished you get or how clean shaven you are or how many, you know, nice suits you put on. You're the basest of all men. Period. But you're going to be saying about Jacob. This is he? What the scripture is saying. Yeah. Verse 4, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. Yeah. You're looking at this group of people, you know, you see the sagging pants, you see the gang symbols, you hear the gangster rap music, and you count his life as madness. You see, you know, 800, 900,000 Jakes in prison cells. Madness. How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. Y'all don't have the truth. Y'all are going to realize that someday. And it's going to be a dreadful thing for you. It's going to be a wonderful thing for Israel, for the Israelites. It's going to be a glorious, glorious thing for them. It's going to be a weariness and terribleness for you. Verse 8, what hath pride profited us, or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us? All those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasted by, and as a ship that passeth over the waves of the water, which when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the pathway of the keel in the waves. Or as when a bird hath flown through the air, there is no token of her way to be found, but the light air being beaten with the stroke of her wings, and parted with the violent noise and motion of them, is passed through, and therein afterwards no sign where she went is to be found. And it continues to go on describing it. You're not going to understand. You're not going to believe it. These guys, they're the true children of the Most High God. We had them in derision. We called them Negro. We called them African American. And other things. You know. We called them black. We called them thugs. We called them savages. They're the children of Israel? Yep. That's what it says there in Wisdom, in the 5th chapter. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be, you're not gonna be able to comprehend it, and it is gonna cause you distress. You are gonna be destroyed. You're gonna, like I mentioned earlier, the law of reaping and sowing is gonna come back on you.